most important area, the head, neck and the shoulders, particularly the neck. And the way of accurately finding a paralysis tic is not through visual perception, but by using a sense of touch. That will nearly always be the way that you'll detect the tic, by feeling the bites, the site of the bite. Now, starting at around the nose, just parting the hair, just gently with your fingers, and particularly along the edge of the lip, you'll frequently find tics in this region, in the little folds, the lip fold, and the chin, and gradually moving back towards the eye and around the eyelid itself. It's important to use a systematic approach so that you don't miss any areas. And once you get into a pattern of doing it, it becomes a habit and an effective technique of search. So moving back along the side of the face towards the ear, and again not neglecting to search in all little folds in the ear. Fold the ear back, and at the very front of the ear, it's a very important area. Occasionally find them on the pinna. Then moving back behind the ear, the back of the neck, moving around across the occiput and down the top of the skull, back to the medial side of the eye. From there, do the other side in a likewise fashion. Having completed the head region, the neck is very, very important. And again, using the digital sense. It's very easy in the neck region for the skin to fold and for the tic site to be missed. So it's important to straighten the skin and make sure that you cover every square millimetre of it. From there, when the neck region has been done all the way around, the next area are the front legs. The vast majority of tics will be found on the head, neck and the front legs, and particularly the neck. There's some very tricky little areas on the front legs that really need searching very thoroughly. Between the toes, between the pads. Don't forget the dew claw area and the little carpal pad, making sure that you get right around the base of that pad. And going up the back of the forearm and the tip of the elbow. Tics that lodge on the tip of the elbow sometimes will be reflected when you're feeling in this side and you'll miss them. Make sure that you cover the elbow from both sides. Then move into the axilla and across the sternum, and then you can commence on the other leg.
Continue with the trunk using the fingertips to feel all over the surface of the back, including the ventral chest and abdomen, eventually leading to the genitalia. In particular, inspect the anal and the tail base and check carefully in between any skin folds.
And then moving on to the hind limbs. The hind limbs aren't as commonly found as a site of attachment, but it still does occur, particularly between the toes. And of course, it's very important, the finding of one tick doesn't mean there aren't more, and it's very important, even if a tick has been found on the front of the animal, to continue the search to cover the back legs right down to the tail. There have been cases in my experience where we've found as many as 17 paralysis ticks on one animal. So it's very, very important to continue your search very thoroughly. Because in the systematic approach to covering all of the dog, you must overlap at all times and make sure that every single part of the dog is searched.